Welcome back, everyone, to Westlake Hornets Teambuilder Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14. As today, a new season of football is upon us, and the number 4 ranked Westlake Hornets are set to take on their rival, the Utah State Aggies, in the Lake Independence Battle. This Westlake team certainly has some adjusting to do. Looking on offense, two-time Heisman Memorial Trophy winner Alex Ellis graduated. He ended up being a 5th-round pick, which he's definitely at worst a late first-rounder in my opinion. And Westlake's going to have a challenge with replacing him. It's hard to fit into his footsteps. And Westlake's all-time active rushing yards leader is Everett Lemieux, who has a total of 9 carries in his career and is not a running back. So as you can see, this team has no experience at a running back position. But their new starter is going to be Dante Savage, a redshirt freshman. The talent is definitely there. He was the number 2 overall player in his class, and he is one of the most talented recruits to come out of high school in a long time. He is going to have no problem on this offense. It's just a matter of how close he can get to Alex Ellis' production. And then the defense. Westlake's whole defensive line is gone. They had 4 upperclassmen starting last year, and now they have 4 lowerclassmen starting this year, and 3 freshmen, 1 true freshman, and Marcus Shelton. So this team definitely has some adjusting to do, but this isn't an overly challenging opening day as they are at home against Utah State. The senior, Matt Fellows, has his football teed off, and we are officially underway here in Burmester, Utah. Utah State taking on the number 4 ranked Westlake Hornets. It's Ricardo Bush, a former Westlake recruiting target, who will take it in the back of the end zone for a knee. Here comes out the Aggie offense. When these two teams played last year, Westlake absolutely dominated, winning 52-10. Of course, Adam Alexander had 3 second-half interceptions in that game. Second down, here's Neal under pressure. He will be sacked by the sophomore Cole Spencer. Spencer was recruited to Westlake as a linebacker, but has moved this offseason to defensive end to replace Isaac Solomon, who declared for the NFL draft last year and ended up being a 6th-round selection. Isaac Solomon was the only non-senior starting last year on Westlake's defensive line, and this year, Spencer's the only non-freshman starting on this D-line. 3rd and 13, Jacob Neal looking to throw it. He finds Lewis, who drops the football. That'll be a 3-and-out, and Westlake will get it back. Here's a look at the Westlake offense. On first down, it will not be Dante Savage in the backfield. It'll be Patrick Daly, another redshirt freshman, as he gets the rock. And his first career carry will go for a gain of 2. Daly's going to have a pretty big role in this offense as the main second back. Definitely used more than someone like a Sebastian Jackson was. Sebastian Jackson and Alex Ellis were pretty linked in their recruiting class. They were in the same recruiting class and both 4 stars. Same can be said for Dante Savage and Patrick Daly, as Savage was the number 2 overall player in the country. Daly was the number 3, so not too much of a difference, as Curtis has a wide open man. That's the senior Everett Lemieux for a gain of 20. And just like that, Westlake is in the red zone. Number 9, Dante Savage is finally in the game, as he is 6'4" and can run a 4.33 40-yard dash. He has a special skill set. First down, Curtis looking to throw it. He finds Everett Lemieux for the score, and Westlake will take a quick 7-0 lead. Good start for Westlake as they lead at 7-0. Colorado barely beats Colorado State 38-31, but they do get the win, and will start off at 1-0. Very nice game from Fields, running for 3 touchdowns, and then the Georgia Bulldogs defeat the Mississippi State Bulldogs 13-28, as Westlake and Georgia will be facing off next week in Georgia. So that should be a very exciting game. Utah State's offense has had a total of 6 plays today, combining for 0 yards, and that's against a Westlake defense that has 6 new starters. First down, it'll be the first career handoff for Dante Savage. Savage with a first down the field. Dante Savage breaks a tackle and will gain 43 yards. Welcome to college football, young man, is Dante Savage, with an incredible run, showing off his power, his speed. This kid is going to be something special, not only in college, but in the next level. Just based off that first run, I don't think Alex Ellis will be missed as much as he should, as Dante Savage has more talent on paper than Ellis. There's Savage with a spin move. Holy cow, Dante Savage. 2 carries and 60 yards on this drive. Alex Ellis never had those flashy spin moves, but Dante Savage showing one there, and he looks like he's going to be a great player for a long time. Just based off the first 3 minutes and 12 seconds of this game, let me tell you, this is going to be a fun season. Second down and 10. Here's Jacob Neal, who's 1 for 6 on the day. He breaks the tackle from Briggs, stumbling for a first down. He's looking like Dante Savage on that play, gaining 16. Jacob Neal is 1 for 8 today, but it's not his fault, as the Utah State receivers have dropped at least like 4 passes today. Third and 10. Tight end in motion. He will line out to the right as Neal looking to throw it. Neal looking. He has Hobbs as Owen Jackson looked very confused on that play. This is the 8th play of the drive for the Aggies, as they're actually looking pretty good right now. 3 minutes left in the quarter as Jacob Neal will look to throw it. Neal under pressure from Spencer, and he's almost intercepted. That was an easy pick 6 for Josh Wilson, but he dropped it. Fourth down and 10 at the 25. Utah State apparently does not trust their field goal kicker, so they're going to go for it on this play. Interesting. I admire the risk, but I don't know why you just don't take the point, as Mike Hobbs with the catch. Owen Jackson once again, awfully confusing coverage, and that will cost Westlake 6 points, as Mike Hobbs with the score, and Utah State's offense is finally looking like they're going to play. They just need their defense to play a little bit better. Westlake has it at the 42 as Curtis is all alone in the backfield. 5 wide set. Here's Curtis looking to throw it. Curtis to the redshirt freshman, Noah Newton. His first career reception. The native of Edmonton, Canada, as Newton will gain 23, bringing Westlake into the red zone. Westlake has it at the 7 as their offense is clicking on all cylinders without Ellis so far. First and goal. Here's Peyton Curtis looking to throw it. Risky pass in the end zone. He will connect with the redshirt sophomore. I have to get used to that. Nigel Wiggins for redshirt sophomore connection, and Westlake will once again make this a 2-possession ball game. Second quarter underway. Utah State currently is the pigskin, but they are down 21-7. Third down and 11 for the Aggies as Jacob Neal under pressure from Anecho over to Simmons, and he loses 2 yards. That's for redshirt freshman Marcus Shelton with the play. Shelton trying to fill the void of guys like QJ Casimir and Victor Van Vector, as this is actually Westlake's first game in school history without either one of those guys starting at defensive tackle. Westlake loves using their defensive tackle effectively. We've seen guys like Victor Van Vector and QJ Casimir become superstars. Let's see if Marcus Shelton, a true freshman, let's see if he can become the next one. Second and 4, here's Curtis. He's going to dump it off short for Dante Savage. His first career reception will go for 18. Westlake has it at the 22, as this offense looks like they can go for 80 on this pace. First down, here's Peyton Curtis looking to throw it. Curtis looking for Everett Lemieux, or not, that's Nigel Wiggins, and Nigel Wiggins will get his second touchdown of the day. And I've been blabbering about how good Dante Savage has been, but Peyton Curtis has been pretty much perfect. 8 for 9, 3 touchdowns. He has been incredible to start off this game. We've reached the 5-minute mark here in the first half. Westlake leads at 28-7, as Utah State's offense was unable to do anything on the last drive. Here on first down, Ray Johnson is fooled. Sean Briggs cannot make the tackle, and down the field is Jacob Neal for a gain of 24. Utah State running back Justin Simmons was a little bit shaken up after the last play. He hasn't really been used today, so it's not a big blow, but still you don't like to see anyone get injured. It does seem like the injury is not too serious. However, Easley, on his first play of the game, will get the touchdown. Chad Easley with an incredible run, and Utah State now has double digits, as Westlake's defense has been solid today, but is definitely showing some growing pains, which is what you'd expect. This Westlake offense has been pretty much flawless today. Let's see if they can keep that up on this drive. Second and 5. Here's Curtis looking to throw it. Curtis has all of the time in the world, and he's going to go deep for number 9. Who else but Dante Savage for the touchdown, as Westlake's offensive line was incredible. Curtis had about 25 minutes to throw it, and Dante Savage showing off his speed, burning Stewart for the score. While Utah State's defense has been truly atrocious today, their offense hasn't been as bad. 14 points at this point is very respectable as Neal sacked by Cole Spencer. Spencer's third sack of the game, as it looks like Isaac Solomon, who had 12 sacks a year ago, looks like his replacement is right here in Spencer, and I would call him a little bit more than a replacement, as Spencer has been truly dominant today. Cole Spencer, have yourself a debut, young man. He did get some special teams time last year, but never really got on the field for meaningful plays. Is on third down. Spencer with his fourth sack of the day, as he is one away from tying the school record. QJ Casimir, who got 5 on senior day last year. Westlake started this drive off at the 33 after a nice punt return by Sean Briggs. They now have it at the 2. First and goal, just under a minute to go. Handoff for Patrick Daly. That'll be his first career touchdown, and this lead gets even bigger. I would not be surprised if we see the backups in for a majority of the second half. While Utah State's defense has been a disaster today, their offense hasn't been too bad. They have 14 points up to this point, which is very respectable. Handoff for Easley, and he's going to be wrapped up by Ray Johnson, a redshirt freshman. That's his first big play with Westlake. Ray Johnson, of course, will have to fill the void of Brock Rivero, who ended up being the school's second first-round pick in team history, as Johnson cannot get this sack, but you know who does? Cole Spencer, his 5th sack of the game, and we are still in the first half. This kid has never played defensive line in his life, and he already has 5 sacks today. Second half now underway. Westlake's starters are in the game. Dante Savage isn't at the moment, but their starters are in. By the time the fourth quarter starts, I expect all the backups to be, as Curtis on first down, looking deep for Noah Newton for 52 yards. And one play into the half, Westlake has it inside the 10-yard line. This is going to be an ugly half of football, my friends. It is 2nd and 4 from the 5-yard line. Curtis and Savage in the backfield, as Peyton Curtis looking to throw it. Curtis to Nigel Wiggins, and Wiggins will get his 3rd receiving touchdown of the day, tying a school record. He had, I believe, 10 last year, as Wiggins chasing Ayo Yaluko for the most receiving touchdowns in school history. Yeah, he's only at 13, but in a few years from now, he'll definitely be on pace to beat it. I guess on the bright side for Utah State, last year when they played Westlake, they were throwing interceptions left and right. Today, they have not thrown one yet, but most of Utah State's interceptions that game were in the second half, so I'd watch out as Ray Johnson with the sack. We got a fumble, and Cole Spencer is the one who recovers the first sack in the career for Ray Johnson, and that ball went clean out, and Cole Spencer, who has had an incredible day, is the one who recovered. Westlake has a chance to make this game 56-14, as it'll be handoff for Dante Savage on second down. Savage finds the hole, and Dante Savage will easily rush for the touchdown, and I think that play will make him Westlake's active all-time rushing leader. And we still have 5:47 left in the third. All of the backups are now in for Westlake, and some of these guys may never get this opportunity again. So let's see if they can take advantage. This does not include guys who are being redshirted like Ulrich Ayaluko, and Lewis Kahn is on second down. Chad Easley is going to be lit up like a Christmas tree by, I believe, the redshirt sophomore, I want to say, Brandon Gilliam. It is 4th and 10. Utah State's going to go for it. I don't know why Cole Spencer is in the game right now. That's a little bit weird. Marcus Shelton, the whole starting defensive line is actually in. I don't know why, but okay. As Jacob Neal will look to throw it. Neal under pressure, and that's Cole Spencer, who shouldn't even be in the game right now, still wreaking havoc in the backfield. If he got the sack, he would have officially broken the school record as his own, but he does get the swat nonetheless. Westlake's offensive backups are in. These guys, like at quarterback and running back, aren't just backups. They are the bottom of the depth chart guys. At QB, it'll be the redshirt sophomore Joshua Jones, who is a talented player, but doesn't really have a future on this team, as Jamal Hill on first down loses one. Hill also does not have much of a future on this team in a crowded backfield with guys like Dante Savage, Patrick Daly, and Jason Gibbs. Westlake's main backup is Mike Hadley, and they don't even want to injure him, so I guess that's why Jones is in. First down, Jones will toss it for Jamal Hill. Hill running backwards for a loss of 3. Pretty rough start for Jamal Hill. 2 carries, -4 yards. Terrence Thompson with the play. The only starter technically left in for Westlake is their kicker, Matt Fellows, who is 7 for 7 today on extra points. Let's see if he can make this field goal from 48 yards out. It is up, and it is wide left. It barely misses. No good for the senior Matt Fellows. That missed field goal is Westlake's first non-scoring drive. Also their first drive without the starters, which show you how good these starters actually are. There's George Bush, his 4th career reception, all 4 of which have come against Westlake. And he is pounded, but not as bad as he was pounded by the press. 4th down and 4 at about the 20 for Utah State. They might as well go for it. They're 1 for 2 today, 50% on 4th down. Let's see if they can go over 50. Is Neal looking to throw it? Jacob Neal, can he get the first? He does! And Jacob Neal will bring it to about the 8. Utah State is getting awfully close to that end zone. They have it at the 1. It is 2nd and goal. As Neal on the option, he will lose 4. Brandon Gilliam with the play, his 2nd tackle for a loss. I think Utah State's right tackle is a true freshman, and that is certainly showing as Cole Spencer and Brandon Gilliam have had a field day. I feel very bad for Utah State's offensive tackle. I don't know if that kid will have an ounce of confidence after this game. Starting defensive linemen are in for Westlake as Cole Spencer misses the sack. Kevin Parker with the touchdown. As it doesn't really matter if Spencer missed the tackle because he is 5 today. But Utah State breaking the 20 barrier. Not too bad. Believe it or not, Utah State actually has more first downs in this game. They have 14, while Westlake only has 12. Obviously, Westlake has scored way more touchdowns. And can this be another touchdown? Yes, it will. Frank Bray, the redshirt freshman, one of the few backups on this team who does potentially have a future. That is his first career catch, and it'll go for 6. That's also Joshua Jones' first career and potentially only career touchdown throw. On the bright side for Utah State, their running back Justin Simmons, who got hurt in the first quarter, is back. Is on 3rd down. Neal will be sacked by Josh Wilson, one of the few starters in this game because Westlake does not have a lot of depth at corner. Only 4 on the roster who are not being redshirted, so he does have to play, and he does get his first career sack. Wow. What a way to start this season off with a statement. 63-21, Westlake wins. Everybody in this game played well. Peyton Curtis threw for 5 touchdowns. Dante Savage looked very good. Cole Spencer with 5 sacks in the first half. He probably gets game MVP. And all around, this Hornets team looks like they are a legit contender for the national championship.